no one ever met at the carnival on that fateful night. There was no sudden spark, no team of young heroes thrust together to face Trigon, to challenge Brother Blood, or to inspire a new generation. Robin remained Robin, investigating Bloodhaven's criminal underworld alone, driven by the same relentless discipline, but without the friction or camaraderie of his would-be peers. In this world, the Teen Titans never formed. The world kept spinning, but something essential was missing. Victor Stone, Cyborg to those who would have been his friends, still survived the accident, became more machine than man, and lived under his father's stringent watch. His journey was an isolating one, the loneliness of hospital rooms followed by the solitude of a metallic body. Star Labs became both prison and sanctuary. There, his intellect grew sharper, and his innovations were impressive, but his laughter, a sound that would have lit up every corner of Titan's tower, never rang out. Relegated to the sidelines of the Justice League, Cyborg became a consultant, patching up orbital satellites and hacking alien tech, always on the outside of every circle. Coriander, known as Starfire, eventually crashed to Earth as before, a warrior princess desperate for both freedom and acceptance. But there was no Teen Titans to find her, to anchor her fiery heart in friendship or earthbound love. Instead, she wandered, misunderstood and mistrusted by those she sought to protect. The first time she encountered Superman, it ended with misunderstanding and restraint, rather than empathy. Her compassion went unrecognized, filtered through news footage of chaos she did not mean to cause. Gar Logan, a green blur in the periphery, tried his best to fit in with the misfit heroes of Doom Patrol. Though he flirted with fame online, there were no pizza parties or inside jokes to shape his sense of belonging. Instead, Beast Boy spent his energy throwing himself at ever more dangerous missions, always hoping to earn a home he never truly found. Then there was Raven, tipping ever closer to the abyss. Without a family forged in adversity, without the Titans, no one steadied her hands when the darkness clawed at her mind. Trigon's whispers grew louder, echoing endlessly in her apartment's cold silence. Timid attempts to seek help were met with suspicion or fear. Magic users like Zatanna or Dr. Fate were too busy, too distant to notice the warning signs before things began to unravel. That first threat, the one that forged the Titans' bond, was left unchecked. Deathstroke arrived, hired as ever to disrupt order for profit, but this time there was no single band of resolute young heroes. He found Robin alone, still formidable, but outmatched and cornered. The struggle dragged on across rooftops and back alleys, a weary game of chess with stakes that never became personal. Deathstroke's victory was more clinical. Information stolen, an explosion rigged, nothing more. Brother Blood's cult spread unchecked through Jump City, siphoning the disillusioned and the lost. Without the Teen Titans, the city's response was fractured. The Justice League occasionally intervened, but cosmic crises always pulled them away, and covert cults had a way of slipping through their fingers. As for Trigon, his approach was slow, years rather than months. Raven's barriers, never strengthened by friendship, crumbled by degrees. In one bleak moment, his influence finally overwhelmed her restraint. The sky over San Francisco burned with unearthly fire, and chaos rippled across the West Coast. Superman and Wonder Woman intervened, but Raven, possessed, was a force even the seasoned heroes struggled to contain. Entire city blocks vanished, and those who survived whispered about the day darkness walked the earth, a darkness born from an overlooked daughter. The world itself adjusted. Cities funded new anti-metahuman task forces. Trust in heroes wavered. Where the Titans' adventures would have inspired, their absence left a vacuum filled by fear and cynicism. Not every path was riddled with catastrophe, but each hero suffered alone. The public never glimpsed the humanity behind the masks. No Titan's tower stood silhouetted against the sunrise, no villains turned good because a green shapeshifter made them laugh or a princess showed them kindness. There were victories, moments when the League saved the Earth again, but there was always something brittle about it, a sense that the next generation was missing. Somewhere, in a nameless city, Robin, a little older, a little colder, glances out of his high window, wondering what could have been. And in the world below, the laughter of young heroes goes unheeded, echoing only in the stories that will never be told.